your heroes.
All right, that's interesting. So, who are we looking at on mid?
This is the Bristleback, right? And then Ricky safe lane, Bristle up against Puck. Do you like that?
Actually deal with VP. Like, even though you have this Bristleback, you're gonna have the Necro free to deal with him. You've got the coil to always control the fight. Like, the value of Stampede is pretty much lower. And same again with Ricky. I think this Puck will just do a lot of work.
Okay.
So he just wants to be able to pressure this Enigma and steal his experience. And look how much XP he's already stolen. He's got 150 on the Bounty Hunter, which you pretty much picked up from the Enigma. Oh, there it is.
The bottom line, what use they can make out of this Illuminate instead.
Yeah, and now that the Keeper has died once, it's going to be really scary.
So much damage onto Nyx here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the Wolves are going to make the Stroke of Fate do more damage as well.
Yeah, they're going to go. Nyx, he's going to be the target, and he's just going to straight up die.
He kills. Mid lane is a Bristleback, and the top lane is a Centaur. They're all strength here. So
Coil using the jungle onto the Enigma here, and he's just getting beaten down inside this corner. He doesn't want to break it, but at the same time, he's only level 2, so it's a really easy kill for Kasani. His courier goes down to the Eidolons. A nice little snipe there from Zayas.
Oh, that's a lot of gold going towards his team too. That's better than a Stampede bottom.
Yeah, they're going on to the Pushka here, and they will find him
as if he has some creeps and hopefully get some level ups, because being level 2 at 6 minutes for Enigma is pretty unacceptable, to be honest. Bottom lane again. This fight just never stops in this lane.
It doesn't. Nyx trying to fight up into ILTW here, and he actually might survive. And now with the Pog rotating in, maybe they can find the Ricky. Nice coil coming forwards from Kasani onto the Ricky. ILTW slowly losing his life, and nothing they can do about this one. He is just straight up getting
out. The creeper is top, but it's a little low right now. They really want to kill him before he completes his healing style if possible.
Oh, they still might be fighting Reza here, and a nice storm from him. Maybe looking for the turnaround. Funnick's getting low. Oh my goodness! And Kasami actually has to drop the coil for it. This down. What do you think about Roger's gameplay this game, though? Like, he's spent 90% of his game on the other side of the map, getting information, being annoying. Has he done it? No one. Oh, hold the phone. They have actually thrown down the coil here, but Bristleback's still trying to fight up into these heroes. But actually, they break the coil at the last second, and now their Stampede's being used, but it's not enough to keep no one alive. He's going to go down all the scale so well for them, but, you know, he's always willing to just change up and do whatever they need, even unexpected. But there's a fight breaking out in the bottom lane. They go into the backlines here. Beautiful core coming out onto the Enigma and onto Solo, and they are immediately going to get taken down. Now the Ignis Sparta's coming out, controlling up Resolution. No chance of him getting off any spells here. Just a pro. The recovery from that team fight, just dangling no one. He knows with this Crimson Guard how tanky he is. I mean, I don't even think he popped it in that engagement. He was just like, yeah, I'm fine. And now they're not done. Yeah, Pangolier is going to be the next target. He's going to get brought down as well. A TP in from a Pushka, questionable at best as they keep on chasing. He's under the tier 2, does have that armor and health regen. Is it really going to help him out versus this Bristleback though? This Hedgehog, he is angry and he is looking to beat down the Pushka. Pushka, oh, that was nearly very nice. I mean, it might not result in anything though, unfortunately, because Bristleback, even though he is coiled up under a tier 2 tower, he is still just so damn yeah, it really is a brick wall, isn't it? Virtus Pro have got their hats on, they have put down the mortar, they've put down the bricks, and now looking onto the Bounty Hunter in the middle lane. Can they bring down Roger in time? The Ignis Sparta's going to buy him a little bit of time. Bounty Hunter, he should maybe get away, but Bristleback's still on top of him. They're looking for all the kills, so Nyx popping the shapeshift, trying to find a target, going onto Solo. Can they bring him down? In comes a Rolling Thunder from the low ground, but the ultimate from Grimstroke is going to connect. Now they'll jump in for the coil onto 3. Nicely done from the Puck, cutting them off on the high ground here, but they're just turning it around, but they will be able to get off ILTW. The Ricky is dead, and it looks like the Centaur's heading the same way as well. This team fight once again going in HellRaisers' favor. They're just ignoring the Bristleback here, not poking the little guy and just focusing on the side heroes. But now those are all dead. Maybe they turn around and try and bring down the Bristle, but there's a lot of quills building up here. But surely they get this kill, but they got to keep their distance. I mean, they got to respect the Bristle here. He's just wandering around in circles, so there's not much he can do. No one will end up going down eventually. They will kill this tanky.
See the position very aggressively in Radiant Jungle on the high ground under their sentries, just in case the Bounty Hunter does walk up in there. Oh, Roger again getting caught out.
Yeah, on the backlines, he's either making space or just having troubles here, but they're going to put the shapeshift on Nyx. They might actually want to go for this one. The Puck's coming in for this as well. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 with a bunch of tracks down as well. They know exactly where they are. Zayas is going to turn around with the black hole out onto Lycan, cancelled out by the coil. And now with the creep army taking down Zayas, they will bring down the Enigma. Meanwhile, in they go, getting forward onto Bristle here, but they don't really care about him. They'll just turn around and murder Resolution instead. Now they look towards Bristleback. They look towards the tanky hero, but with Lycan disarmed, they're actually actually struggling to really get the damage out onto him. But a TP out from Nyx, maybe? No, actually cancelling in the end, but it doesn't really matter. They've taken down no one anyway eventually. The damage does come in, just kind of rotating in heroes, taking it in shifts to deal damage to the bristles so those quill stacks don't get too high. And Roger, oh my god, just destroyed solo. And now RTW is also going to be the extra one dying here as he jumps in mistakenly. And that is going to be 5 heroes dead from the side of Virtus Pro. HellRaisers punishing their aggression and then some, and now they march into Roshan. This is why they're previous fighting something which is going to commit to their long-term advantage. This is good for them.
Oh, this is so big. Look at this Lycan. He's godlike streak.
Still here, yeah. Kasani's coming in as well. I mean, they're going for it. Tri comes down there on top of the bristleback right now. He's just going for a little bit of a jog right now. They're going to pop the Stampede as well. The rest of the team getting over. Bro, they're not actually coming to this one. Resolution gets just blocked away immediately, so no commitment.
Doesn't feel too comfortable as well. That was very interesting. They just sort of abandoned their bristleback there, so it was definitely the right play from HellRaisers.
Now, again, the sideline coming in the middle lane. They might have just found themselves a puck. They will bring down that Aegis and Funnick along with it. There is no response from HellRaisers this time around. They don't have their shapeshift. They don't really want to play, but a nice blink away from the puck will going to make him hit like an absolute truck as well with the crits coming out from his units. But it's actually mid lane where the action is going to start. Now they're going on to the bristleback here. They'll pull it out onto him, but they're not actually coming that hard. The Ignis Sparta's coming on down, but Virtus Pro is still fine with this one as they're starting to chase down the Coddle, and they might just get him, although they're actually struggling to finish the job here. No one diving in deep for them. Pushka right now, and he might well just find him. Meanwhile, in they're going to go onto the bristleback. They should get the return kill. Not entirely sure this weather, although no one's still alive for the time being. But Zion's threatening that black hole. They can't actually come, and they've actually got the puck inside of it. No BKB available for the puck. He's caught inside that stun lock, and he's going to get dropped down. Now they look over towards the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter forced a low grab, but popped off by the Inkswell. Virtus Pro, they play it well. It looked like they were diving way too deep at the high ground. They can't quite get Nyx. Can't put him back into the mix. He's going to get himself out. I say that. No one's still chasing. He's still not done. Nyx is just like, wait, is this guy still for real? Like, he is on top of me. A beautiful 4-star comes out, and now the Rolling Thunder coming out from Funnick as well. Is enough to keep the Lycan alive, though it's not. They get the kill. Zayat finds it, and diving so deep in for this one. I mean, surely they can punish, but there's no buyback on the Lycan. Can they really do this? Out comes a coil from the puck, but they continue to jump forwards here. A 4-star away from Pangalia does keep him out of danger. Meanwhile, the puck jumping in, trying to find Solo. Doesn't quite have the damage there. Crimson Guard helping out a lot. Meanwhile, no one. He's going to go sit in the fountain for a little bit. Not too sure on this one, but I mean, he's just a little quill machine in here. But I don't know, no one. You don't have a team right now. They're all gone. Buddy.
They sort of just park themselves in the enemy base, and all the creep waves are like in the middle of the map somewhere, so they can't even get any objectives from this. Russell's like, I'll help you, buddy. I got a Lotus Orb. Just, follow me.
What does he do? I mean, in fairness, like this guy's gonna blend towers. Let's watch him. He's heading up to the high ground right now, popping the shapeshift just to get in and do a bit of damage. Jesus Christ, that tower is getting beaten down. Solo might be the next target, but actually it's a bit of a bait here. Resolution jumps in from behind him here. This could be him caught out. Meanwhile, the Zayat's gonna dive back in the base, and Nyx trying to get himself away here, but will not be able to do so as RTW wraps around on top of him. So it's gonna be an enigma for a Lycan. Everybody's just wailing on him, but how likely is that to happen? Very unlikely, and they've got a lot of response. They're going straight away onto Nyx here. They drop the black hole, and this Lycan, he's gonna go down. Nyx is dead. They'll find the kill. 3 heroes coming in for that one, and they're smacking away at this tower. He's got 2 catapults with him as well. Funnick trying to control up no one here, but he's not really doing a whole lot. But here comes the buyback. They're buying back on Nyx. Okay, they're gonna try and go for this one now. The Stars comes out along with the Silver Edge. Is it enough to bring down the Bristle, though? He's still tanking through all of it right now. They can't actually do the damage. No one's gonna be able to straw himself out. They're not done, though. They might be forcing this a bit too hard, though, as they throw down the Ignis Sparta. They're gonna go on the backlines instead. Solo's gonna die, but Puck, he's losing his life. But 4-star away, though, he might just make himself out. Meanwhile, LTW jumping on onto Funnick right now, but Funnick doesn't have that many ways to escape this one. He's still got a 4-star holding off. Meanwhile, Roger jumping on the sidelines here, but Zayat comes forward, lands the black hole onto the Bounty Hunter, controls him up as the rest of the team take down Funnick. Funnick has the buyback to try and come back into this one. Meanwhile, Solution, though, he's on the high ground. He's dealing with a Pushka, and Pushka will pop. Lycan, he's off doing other things. Pops a shapeshift in the middle lane, running down for that tier 2 tower, but down in the mid, that's where the problems are starting for HellRaisers as they go onto this high ground through the backdoor protection. Though it is taking some time to get this tier 3 tower killed off, and now the fortification comes out. Virtus Pro are struggling. Meanwhile, Nyx is actually going to be able to take the tier 2 tower in the middle lane. 112-second cooldown. Love that.
Okay. And he's got that 12% cooldown reduction as well, so he just manages spamming out black holes on 1 heroes because he doesn't care. It's going to be up again. And all you got to do is kill 1 hero off and just run at them with your numbers advantage.
I'm talking about people that don't care. Virtus Pro, they just don't care about the backdoor protection. They're just getting straight through it. Meanwhile, Roger trying to go on the backline here, trying to be onto Zayat here, but unfortunately with these 2 heroes joining him, it's too hard for him to actually go for this fight. Meanwhile, the front lines, Nick's running around with his BKB. They're trying to bring down this Bristleback, but he's just too tanky. They can't do this. They keep on trying. But the Bristle, he's just too much. It looks like the Lycan might be getting bopped down again. Down he goes. Nyx is dead. The Ignis Father's doing absolutely nothing to keep that Lycan alive, and now it's the Lycan's turn to be dead without buyback. This is looking like it is starting to go wrong for HellRaisers. Well, it started a long time ago, but now it's finishing this game. That's exactly what Virtus Pro are doing right now. They jump on top of Pushka, and Pushka tries to force stuff away. That's not going to happen, though. No one. He's happy just to sit in the fountain. Look at this. He literally does not care about the fountain right now. However, the Park has actually bought the Divine Rapier. Is this going to do anything? Resolution, he's trying to have a go in the fountain, but that's not going to work out as well for him as it did for his teammate. He's just going to straight up die, and now they have a chance. They've got a Divine Rapier on the Puck. What can Kasani do with this item? That is a big question. He's got the 25 rapid fire talent. He's got a Rapier. The stars might be aligning for HellRaisers here, but I mean, it's such a big ask. It's a 5-on-3 fight. They're going to try and jump forward here, and Reza just gets taken out outside the bait, make it a 5-on-2. It's starting to go from unlikely to impossible, but Kasani going in deep onto the backlands here, finds one, can't do enough damage to Enigma, and now he has this Ion Disc as he unlocks it in his base. He's going to be able to survive through the Puck's engagement as well. Kasani has to jump himself away. Meanwhile, Resolution, he's just getting to business. He's taking down the tier 4. Zayas will eventually go down to the Puck. He pops out of the base to finish the job. Enigma, though, does have a buyback, and the tier 4s are gone as well. There's one man versus the world, and unfortunately, that's a fight he's not going to win. Kasani will end the game with a Rapier in his pocket, but Virtus Pro will take the victory here in game number 1. 50 minutes in.
That double silence you talked about as well, but such low cooldowns, right?
Yeah, Pogan is generally really nice. Like you're going to be up against
the laning is just, there's a lot of, spells and creep skipping and, people just trying to play for the levels going on. So I'm very excited this game to see when the fights start breaking loose. Well, Funnick actually gonna get Malady to top. It's just level 1.
Yeah, he's chill. He's chill. Actually, they're turning it around, but it's really the bottom lane where the action's happening. They take down Pushka. Solo getting low at top, but they can reach.
After this.
Oh no, no one. He might see this happening right now. Might be able to take a significant chunk off these creeps. They're gonna look forward onto the next front here, and he just gets absolutely obliterated. And now these big fat creeps, the juicy ones, come in the way of no one. He's gonna take them all. Oh dear.
You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Oh, no one takes all the creeps.
All their work, all their investment, their offlaner who's doing so well.
Dude,
tragic.
It feels so good for no one. He's about to hit level 9.
He's hungry. He wants a death prop, and they're actually going to maybe rotate their Spectre into this one, but the silence comes down onto the Puck now, but the bottom is where the real action is. Nyx, though, he's also able to escape this engagement, so not that successful so far for Virtus Pro, but they're still looking for Pushka. LTW really hungry to make this rotation work for him. Try and trade the aggro over towards Resolution, and now the damage coming down. No one turns up to this bottom lane, and they will be able to drop Pushka. Roger? Not sure that's the TP you were looking for, my friend. Probably going to lose his life. Turns around, though, with the life drain. Again, Resolution kind of low here. They're going to have to drop the Death Ward to try.
Since the DP did take the mid tower. I mean, that's like the most important tower on the map, right? The tier 1 middle here. So
top lane, looking towards Funnick, and again, it's going to be Funnick losing his life time after time. This is his second death now up in this top lane, and that's just mid-game. I think we're going to really see the full potential of the HellRaisers lineup. Once they hit their timings, their team fight is going to be strong, but the Ricky having some troubles down in the bottom lane, has to pop the trick to the trade, but don't have anything to jump to, or maybe he does, but Pushka turns up just in the nick of time. There's a Maledict on him, though, and that's going to put an end to Nyx, and actually Pushka might just be another log on this fire in the bottom lane. The right click's going to do from solo, and Pushka is going to get his sausage sliced down in the bottom lane. 2 kills.
Go for some objective.
All they gotta do. Virtus Pro making that very difficult for them there. Meanwhile, the Reaper side coming down onto the Weaver. It's not enough to bring down Zayas, and actually it's a Necrophos who's in trouble. Virtus Pro just again and again, every single move HellRaisers try to make, they are just 2 steps ahead, finding the return kills, getting the big ones down, and now looking for the tower as well as Resolution, just chomping away at the tower. But in goes the Ricky on the sideline, so the force swap actually out onto him, nearly cute enough to disrupt that kill, but Ricky does bring him down in the end. Meanwhile, a jump in onto the Death Prophet. Resolution doing a decent amount of damage to Kasani. Kasani can't actually pop her spells because of this annoying Nether Ward. Now Stampede's being used. No one trying to turn this one around, but he yields out onto the DP. Nether Ward, well, they're actually going to run themselves away, Virtus Pro. They are so low on HP.
Just let them be there. We don't need to take this engagement.
Now they're going to the Pugna here, but he's actually got the 4 stops to get himself a main. But Pushka, he's still got 2 seconds left on this glimpse. If they want to try and take this fight, they're going to try and make it happen soon. Resolution is standing by with an invis rune nearby. Going to jump in, get the storm, trying to buy no on the time. He needs to get away, but that's not going to happen. They get the kill, and now they'll move on to the Centaur as well. And the Yules is coming down. He's going for the TP out, but there's a lift available on Roger, and that Centaur is going absolutely nowhere. HellRaisers exactly where he is. What's the play? What is the plan? There's another the Spectral Dagger available, but yeah, in comes the ultimate. Virtus Pro are here. They're all pinned down in the trees, and Kasani's going to be the #1 target right now. He does have a Yule's Will getting off, but what happens afterwards are not very much, I might imagine. He is trying to get off these Spirit Siphons, but meanwhile the backlines are taking down the Pushka. Kasani going to go down. Meanwhile, Funnick running in a direction, but I mean, there's not really many places for him to run right now. As Virtus Pro, they will be getting on top of him, and it's going to be a bit of a slow one, but they should be getting the kill here. There's no hope coming in for Funnick right now. He's buying them a little bit of time, but he will die eventually. Meanwhile, Roger, he goes so tough. They don't know about this Radiance yet. Maybe they've looked in the middle lane. Maybe they assume it's coming, but regardless, they're going to start onto Kasani. There needs to be a save coming out for this death roll, but that's just not going to happen. It's immediately an entry kill onto the enemy mid laner. Roger going to be the next target up here as he loses most of his health. Stampede coming out just to make sure this happens. Roger, though, going to steal it, going to help him get away, but is they even doing that? Funnick going for the TP is successful. Roger's still on the run, but I think he's going to get run down. Meanwhile, Zayats gets a kill onto the Pushka, and Roger's going to meet his end fairly swiftly afterwards, and that is 3 kills for the such an easy target to go on each time. And I expect this if you have like an Oracle or a Dazzle or something like that on your team, or even the Shadow Demon, but they don't have that save. But now they go, they find the Sentinel. This is a big target. Can they bring him down in time? Trick to Trade doing a decent amount of work, and they will get the kill immediately, jumping across onto Solo. That's going to be the next target right now, and it doesn't look like Virtus Pro can bring anything more to this fight. They're going to accept their losses. They lose an off laner and a 5 position. It's not that bad, but
I don't know about this one. They gotta get a really big kill on a 4.
And Solo is not that. I like the Tricks to Trade up to the high ground, but Solo immediately going to turn around with a stun. It's an awkward engagement here. BKB popping the Ricky as he tries to go forward into this one. They've actually lifted up the Sentinel, so he can't get that stop. Now he uses the Stampede, but they're able to take down Roger, but no one has also died in this. Funnick will trade his life as RTW tanking a decent amount of damage here, but it's looking like the fight going in VP's favor. Nick's trying to run himself away, but has nothing to jump to, and all 5 heroes just get annihilated. There is too much damage to fight into. A valuable lesson learned from HellRaisers here, I feel. You can't fight VP with their ultimates up like this, but oh god, oh no. Pushka tried to do a bit of warding, but ends up getting pulled down. Zayat decides he wants to kill, and that's good.
He should have items. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, Nick's actually jumping in here. They're going to go for the easy pickup onto the Witch Doctor, but again, that disruption coming through, and now the heal actually coming out. They really want this Witch Doctor to survive this fight, but Roger won't be so lucky. Meanwhile, they will be able to finally get the kill onto Solo. Pretty even right now, but Kasani's popped both the BKB and the Exorcism, but Roshan is up. But RTW, he is hit. He's coming back into this one. Stampede being used as well. They really want to try and take this fight, but they're going to try and go for the Weaver on the sidelines, but Weaver is dancing around. The damage comes through into the death bomb, and the Yules comes out from her, trying to keep herself alive just a little bit longer, but they are on top. But RTW actually has to back himself up, and now with the Spirit Siphon, is it enough to keep the death bomb alive? It certainly is not. Weaver Siphon comes down. It's not enough to keep Resolution down there. He turns around, kills off the DP. Meanwhile, Nyx and Pushka hell of a lot of work this game.
He's got the Nullifier on the Ricky.
Yeah, just gets it finished. He's staying on the base long enough to grab it. Now, maybe they stand a chance of jumping on this Witch Doctor and finishing him off, but they're actually going to go into the Puckner instead. The Nullifier comes out, keeping him inside, but in comes the ultimate from the Weaver to keep him alive, but it's not enough. They bring him down, and now Spectre, she's in some trouble, and RTW going to lose its first life, and they'll look across to the Centaur, but HellRaisers might have just found themselves the dream scenario here, and they're jumping on top of the Spectre right now. Spectre just trying to let herself away. Meanwhile, Solo turning it around with the Death Ward, trying to come into this one as a DP. Needs to get herself back a little bit here, but they have killed off Solo. He is dead. Now they look forward onto the Weaver again, nullified up. They bring him down. So much work being done by this Ricky with the Nullifier. Roger has to be careful on the front lines here. It doesn't look like taking this fight, but they're also very, very low on the side of HellRaisers. They can't afford to let themselves get killed off by RTW. A lot of respect being shown from HellRaisers, but at the same time, they want it. They want it badly, but Nyx, he's taking so much damage. Using Tricks and Trade to dodge a little bit, but backs himself out. They can't do this. They realize that they cannot bring down the Spectre, so they'll back themselves out, but HellRaisers, they do find the Dream Initiation, and the target all along, it wasn't the Witch Doctor, it was the Pugna, and they bring him down, and no one does buy back into it, but unfortunately doesn't get to the fight in time, and HellRaisers, they get a heat
side here, waiting for that opportunity to jump in, hopefully find that Pugna once again, because he knows he doesn't have a buyback here. So look at his positioning at the moment.
Yeah, he wants it.
By this play from BB. This takes some big balls to do when your opponent has no ball.
And they go onto the opponent, but actually the nullifier doesn't reach him in time. He manages to force off himself away from this. This is Messi from HellRaisers. And meanwhile, RTW and Resolution, they're doing work in the backlines, but this ultimate coming down. It's causing real trouble right now. RTW is going to get caught up by the Reaper's side, but the Reaper's going to save him, but he's already dead. Nick's going to go down as well, though. RTW and Nick's both taking out the fight, and the death is getting so low as well, but helped out jumping away. It's actually gone. Kasani is out, so it's going to be 2 heroes dead, but immediate buyback from him, and now they're going to be able to find Solo on the retreat. He is gone. Oh, Kasani did have to buy back into this fight, but without the exorcism, doesn't do a hell of a lot of work. Yeah, I think they are the stronger team without their ultimates up. They are the stronger team, and they certainly think so as well. And RTW, he's going to come out and say hi to HellRaisers. They are not letting them get anywhere near this Roshan's pit. They are keeping them at an arm's length. HellRaisers, they really want to come in and stop this from happening, Roshan, but no, that's not a big target right now. It's going to be Pushka, who's a big target. He does get down his ultimate just before he goes down. 2 heroes caught inside of it, but they're both going to be absolutely fine. There is a gem, and I mean, Necrophos wants to come in for it, but it's too dangerous. He can't get that close. A buyback comes out from Pushka, wants to be back in this engagement now, and the battle for the gem will end up in the center, being able to run forward to grab it. Meanwhile, Funnick getting in a little bit of trouble right here. Now they jump on top of him, and the big jump in from Resolution will find that kill. A buyback comes out from the Necrophos. Meanwhile, DP trying to fight on the front lines. He's actually got her exit them up in 6 seconds. They have to be wary of this Virtus Pro, because this could be the big turnaround they're looking for, but still a decent amount of damage coming out from Kasani, and now Spectre ulties again, trying to find the targets. The exorcism comes out. Kasani yields up, trying to keep herself alive, but is there anything to keep her in this game? The Reaper's side just trying to buy Kasani the time. The Spirit side as well, but she's gone. Kasani out of the fight, 110 seconds out of the forward towards Funnick as well. Funnick losing his life. RTW on top of him. Yule's not going to buy him much time, really. Funnick's going to come crashing back to the ground, and that is another hero dead. And Nix, he was actually off defending. Again, not in the fights. And there's the GG's coming out with the Ricky not even committing to the final fight in this game, it feels like here. He's going to BKB up against a couple more crews, but that is a game going to Virtus Pro, and that is going to make it another 2-0 for us.
Oh my goodness. All right, Rap God. I'll give some insight there. That Ricky in the last fight